Hi, this is Michael saying bless your stars. I'm a retired guy who doesn't like sitting in coffee shops drinking coffee early in the morning with a newspaper discussing how the world has gone to heck. And I don't like to play golf and I don't like to work on a lawn. And so I need something to do with my time. And I have decided I'm going to master TikTok. I don't know anything about TikTok really. I don't know how to add sounds, and I don't know how to talk about the boo-boos or the latest fashion trends. I don't know how to make a duck face for a selfie or anything like that. So we've been thinking about something I could talk about. One thing I've always liked about Harlingen are the large number of parks in this community. I don't think people quite appreciate how many parks and how many facilities are available in Harlingen. So I thought I would break into TikTok and get a huge influencer following by talking about Harlingen's parks. The first park I'm going to talk about is Hunter Park. Now, Hunter Park is the small pocket park over by the high school. And my main goal was to find out why it was called Hunter Park, but I could never find an explanation. I found mentions of the park as far back as 1954, but I could never find why it was called Hunter Park. So if anyone knows, please leave a comment. I'm here at Hunter Park. I just happened to catch a flock of parrots flying by. Maybe you can hear them. Hunter Park is one of Harlingen's pocket parks. It's about 1.5 to 2 acres. And it's in a residential area here at the corner of McGregor and 3rd Street. Hunter Park is next to a canal, but there is a nice safety fence in between the park and the canal, and there is a small pavilion suitable for picnicking. Hunter Park has one of Harlingen's all-inclusive playgrounds. In about 2020, this was installed right at the beginning of the COVID epidemic. By an inclusive playground, it means that there are wheelchair access, and the ground is actually artificial. It is a soft padded turf, so if someone falls, they are protected. Has beautiful, nice, modern playground equipment. Now, from what I could tell, researching this in the Valley Morning Star, this park, the earliest mention I could find of this park is in 1954, when the park superintendent, E.W. Hill, proposed that they spend $700 on new equipment. I don't know if you can hear them, but there are parrots flying all around this neighborhood. I don't know if you can tell, but the ramps inside this equipment are wide enough and suitable enough that a kid in a wheelchair can go in and play amongst his or her friends. It's a tic-tac-toe game, a little gymnastic. I guess you get on this and pretend like you're riding a bicycle or something. And to figure out what this was, but a child in a wheelchair could be put on this and sit with his parents, and then it rocks back and forth. Here come those parrots again. They do not care that I am filming. I guess they're claiming their territory or something. And now they're coming back. Your child to have a swinging experience here at the park. They could go on a wheelchair up to here. Parents could sit here and this whole device, I don't know if you can tell, rocks back and forth, which I think is a lovely experience for a child. They can pretend that the turf is lava and walk across to safety. There are more traditional aspects to the playground here. There are slides, you have rock climbing, and as I'm filming this, I can hear in the distance the Harlingen High School marching band preparing also. So even though it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, lots of noises here. I can also hear someone is like maybe playing a video of a Zumba class or something in the distance. It's really interesting. It's kind of lovely out here. It does have a big fenced-in area. There's the marching band in the background. I'm not sure if it's picked up or not. There is a water fountain over there by that tree, but I think the fountain right now is blocked off a little bit. The park is fenced on all sides. These gates were open when I arrived this morning. There's a nice parking area. And across the street from the park is something that I found in the 1954 article called Island Park. It's almost like a traffic island. And it was designated to be a botanical beauty area. And I think that they have renovated that also, because I see some very young trees planted there. The park opened at the beginning of the COVID epidemic, so you see a lot of signs referencing in English and in Spanish. The playground, the wearing of masks. This park was part of a big effort by the city to add inclusive playgrounds at all of the city parks. This was the 6th park in about 2020 to have an inclusive playground. Now I did find a reference to this park catching on fire sometime in the late 90s or perhaps early 2000s. The last time the playground equipment here was updated was 2001. So the playground equipment that had been here for about 20 years before this renovation. As opposed to the $700 for the original playground equipment, I think the city spent maybe close to $100,000 on this renovation. It is a lovely park. It's very nice for it to be here. I'm sure the people in this neighborhood appreciate it. And also remember, when they have parks interspersed in the community like this, it raises property values. It raises the standard of living for all of us. And so I'm grateful for the city for what they have done here.